Hi, I'm Gautam. Let me give you a small introduction about our constitution, and moving further, I'll give you an overview about some of the silent features of Indian constitution. Constitution is a fundamental law of country that reflects the fundamental principles on which the government of the country is based. It simply provides the basic framework structure for the country to function practically. The chairman of the Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The head of drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So some of the special features of the constitution are given. Indian constitution is considered to be the lengthiest construct. We have a parliamentary form of government. It is both rigid and at the same time, which is first, also flexible. It also provides certain fundamental rights for the citizen of India. It is quasi-federal in nature. Judiciary is completely independent from legislature and execution. It declares a country sovereign, democratic, republic, and also secular, and few more. Let's get in detail. It is the bulkiest constitution of the world, comprising of 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. So far, the constitution had underwent 100 amendments. It is according to March 12th of 2009, and thus it's called as the elephant-sized constitution. Parliamentary form of government, that is, the real executive power rests with the Council of Ministers, and the President is only a nominal ruler. It also provides the division of houses as upper and lower houses, which is respectively the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The real head is considered as the country's Prime Minister. Fundamental rights and duties. Indian Constitution provides an elaborate list of fundamental rights to the citizens of India which cannot be taken away by any law made by the states. Some of them are right to equality, right to freedom, freedom of religion, right against exploitation, educational and cultural rights, and rights to constitutional remedies. As the nature of quasi-federal government, the powers are divided among the union and states, which also provides an independent judiciary. The Indian Constitution mentions certain directive principles of state policy from Article 36 to 51, which that government has to keep in mind while formulating new policy. Directive principles of state policy of India are the guidelines or 15 principles given to the federal institutes governing the state of India to be kept in citation while framing laws and policies. It is also described as Union of States. It offers single citizenship to for the people in the country, provides single integrated judicial and administrative system, and also the state depend upon the union's grant in aid. The governors are directly appointed by the president, and it also provides a allowance of independent judiciary. Speaking about independent judiciary, the constitution provides an independent judiciary, which ensures that the government is carried on in accordance with the provisions of the constitution and acts as a guardian of the liberties and the fundamental rights of the citizens. The judges in the judiciary are directly appointed by the president. As declared in the preamble, India is considered to be a democratic country in which the people can elect their own. Any law passed by the legislature can be declared void if it violates the provision of the constitution or it affects the basic framework of the constitution. So, some of the majors are democratic country. Of course, India is a democratic country in which the people elect their own representatives. It is also considered republic in which the head president will be periodically elected by the people. Secular India. The people can choose their own religion and it is also always protected by the state. There is no particular religion to follow specifically. Equal respect and rights are given to all religions. No religion is treated one less than the other. Sovereign. India is free and independent country. It is not under influence or ruled by any other country. judicial review, and parliamentary sovereignty. Our Indian constitution is made by a blend of American Britain's constitution. It is a unique blend of both the constitutions, which helps us to improve our method of framing constitutions. It also empowers the judiciary, the power of declaring any law as void if it prohibits the fundamental structure of the constitution. Judiciary has no power of judicial review over legislative policy. Constitution gives powers to legislature than the executive to amend the constitution without destroying this basic structure. Apart from these features, the constitution provides some emergency provisions. It's to the president during the emergency out of armed rebellion or external aggression or due to failure of constitutional machinery in the state. It also provides special provisions for the minorities by granting them certain special rights and provisions. So these were some of the significant features of our Indian constitution. Let's abide by the rules of constitution and make a country better place to live. Thank you.